Hey guys, it's me, Black Reaper 200,000. I'm going to start a visual novel called the Katawa Shoujo. Bleh. And I found this on YouTube, so yes, I am doing a visual novel series, based off of a series on YouTube. I know it's copying, don't get mad at me. I'm not very original, I don't know what to do. And you guys don't talk because I don't have many viewers, so anyway. I'm gonna start this. I've never done a visual novel like this. Warning though, apparently it has adult content. I don't know much about that. I haven't really seen the whole thing. I only saw like the first, probably 5 hours of the game. I watched Sly Foxhound do it. So, don't expect much because I'm not much of a... If I stutter or something like that, please forgive me. Anyway, let's get started. I'm excited because this seems like it runs pretty smoothly with Bandicam. Okay, snowing. Ooh, actually it looks better in real life than it does on a video. I like a light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. Ooh, I like the writer. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Oh. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I don't know how you're standing under a pile of kindling. I mean, think about it for a second. It's snowing. It's wet. Branches. It can't light on fire. My character's dumb. I breathe into my cupped hands, rub them together ferociously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Apparently it's very cold. It's kinda cold here. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Oh, no, apparently you can do that. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as the cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. Ooh, I love letter. I love this. Oh, I love this so much. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfalls gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only signs of time passing in this stagnant world. Ooh. I'm liking the person who wrote this. It was beautifully written, and I'm loving it. So, let's keep going. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching from behind me. Oh... Hisao? You came? Oh, God. A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of the dainty voice instantly. Ooh, apparently you know this person. I'm like copy and spy. Sorry if I copy him to an extent. I'm just trying to be myself. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to 100 times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. Apparently you don't know this person very well. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Oh, God. And this is just the prologue, guys. I know that much for sure, and I'll tell you guys that much for sure. It's just the prologue. Iwanako. I have no idea. God, Japanese names are weird. I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent the whole afternoon trying to come up with a good line. And that's what the result was? God, I'm an idiot. That actually happens a lot. Happens to me a lot. God, I'm lonely. Pathetic. Ah, yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. Uh-huh. Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I didn't get the note, you dumb piece of shit. God, she's stupid. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. You got problems, bro. Even I'm not that nervous around girls. I'm gonna play this how I would play it. And now there's red stuff coming out of the screen. I'm gonna play this how I would play it as a character, like not as the character, like based off the personality of the character. I will not play based off of that. I will play based off of me. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. Heart, stay in there, please. I need you. Not much of a facial expression on you. So, here we are, out in the cold. No shit, Sherlock. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The capanas noise is music to my ears. I have no idea what that means. All I know is that apparently the noise is very melodic. Let's go with that. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. She is a weak person. If she's flinting at soft wind, stupid bitch. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. New confidence, that's good. Always have confidence, guys. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. Oh God. Oh God. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. There should be like a comma there. You see, oh God, I wanted to know. Oh God, oh God, if you'd go out with me. Oh God, no, shit. Oh my God, the girl of your dreams, who is a dumb bitch, by the way. I wouldn't go out with her in the first place. Actually, that's probably a lie. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. What? I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? I reach up and try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes and blinding pain along my arm. Damn. Hisao? Either she's getting impatient or she's worried about something, I don't know. Oh, there's the red stuff. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Hisao, okay, apparently this isn't impatience. The beating of my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak to at the knees. Bleh. Uh-oh. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me. All of these fade to black. Dun dun dun! The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help, and the incensed clatter of the branches above. Oh my God. I don't have much time left in this video. I'm probably gonna take like multiple video guys and like put them together, so like one video, my first episode will be 10 minutes long, okay? It's been 4 months since my heart attack. You know what, guys? I'm gonna stop right there. Well, no, I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop this part of the video, so this is like the halfway point. So, I'll be right back after I stop the video really quick, and then I'll do some editing later. Okay. The editing will happen eventually. So, it's been 4 months since my heart attack. Well, yeah, there's a hospital. I thought it was a real hospital. Like, when I watched it on a video, it looked like a real place. It's actually really animated, if you guys do not know. In the whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. I have no idea what that means. Maybe he was crawling. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. 4 months in a hospital. How dull is that? Arrhythmia. I've heard of it. It's terrible. A strange word. A foreign. Alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. I feel like that sentence could have ended better. Who cares? It's a good story so far. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They say it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Yep. Is that really a miracle? I guess what it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. Damn! I don't know what a hemorrhage is. I'll look that up later. Just give me something to do. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure, just like every condition in the world, it seems. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began to trickle down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. I would hate that. Like, if I found out my class sent me just cards and sympathy and like gifts and stuff just because I was in the hospital and made it into a class project as part of their grade, so they just did it, I would be so pissed. It's like I was used. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors, but at the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting, so she was probably one of the genuinely concerned people. Probably the only, other than his parents. Okay, let's go. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited, anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry, and they have millions of other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatments and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scar of those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there's at least some hope. Some hope, guys. Some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There's a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I'd go back for more. It was like his meal or something. He fed on that shit. I found that I liked reading. I think I even became addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I loved the stories. That was my life. That's what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realizations that I didn't know what day of the week it was. Other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely. I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he is trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I last seen them. Both of them are even sort of depressed, dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. It's probably not all too special for you. There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Oh god, it sounds like an idiot. Then he casually sits down on the edge of my bed, next to mine. Edge of the bed next to mine. Oh, so it's the bed next to him. I didn't get that in the walkthroughs or Let's Plays. He looks me in the eye for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. Well, that's good to know. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look for myself, feeling numb. Now, how am I supposed to react to this? Oh, change of scenery. Kind of. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. Oh. Sorry, guys. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosage, all listed, line after line, with cold perception. I try to read them,